All right, let's jump right in. We're going to break down how you can use Google Maps to get your phone ringing off the hook. Seriously, we're talking about turning that little map app into your #1 source for new customer calls. You've probably asked yourself this, right? It's super frustrating. You're a great plumber, you've got the truck, all the right tools, but for some reason, the competition's phone just keeps ringing. Well, here's the secret. It's not always about being the better plumber. It's about being easier to find. And this is it. This is the whole game right here. Someone's got a burst pipe. They grab their phone and they type in plumber near me. That search, that's the new front door to your business. It's where you win or lose your next job. Simple as that. So let's pull back the curtain and understand how this whole near me battleground actually works. We're going to look at the rules of the game that Google sets up for local businesses like yours. And you know what? It's a lot less complicated than you might think. I mean, put yourself in their shoes for a second. Water is flooding their kitchen. They're stressed out and in a massive hurry. They aren't going to scroll through pages of results. They see that map at the top with the top 3 local plumbers. That's called the map pack. And they're going to call one of them. If you're not in that top 3, you basically don't exist. So the big question is, how do you get into that exclusive map pack? Well, it all comes down to these 3 things that Google looks at. Now, distance, you can't really change where the customer is. But relevance and prominence, oh yeah. Those are the 2 you have a ton of control over, and that's exactly what we're going to focus on. Okay, so let's get tactical. We've put together a super clear 4-step game plan. Think of this as your blueprint to turning your online presence into a real-world job-generating machine. Here's the roadmap. 1, we're going to build your foundation by optimizing your Google business profile. 2, we'll build trust with customer reviews. 3, we'll link it all up to your website to make it even stronger. And 4, we build your authority all over the web. See? Each step builds right on top of the last. And I really can't say this enough. If you only do one thing from this entire explainer, make it this. Your Google business profile, your GBP, it's your digital storefront. It is the single most important piece of this puzzle. Getting this right is absolutely non-negotiable. Okay, look at this checklist. It seems so simple, but you'd be shocked how many businesses mess this up. Use your real, official business name. Don't try to stuff keywords in there. List out every single service you offer. Put up real photos of your team in your vans. It builds so much trust. And for goodness sake, make sure your phone number and hours are 100% correct. All these little details tell Google you're a serious professional business. All right, moving on to step 2. Once that foundation is solid, it's time to build on it with what we call social proof. And honestly, nothing screams trustworthy to Google and to potential customers like a whole bunch of positive reviews from real, happy customers. Now this is pure gold. A review like this does more than just give you a warm, fuzzy feeling. It's actually working for you. It's got keywords like fixed the leak, it signals that you're professional, and it tells a new customer, hey, this is the company to call. You've got to encourage your customers to leave reviews just like this one. But, what happens when you get a bad review? Because they do happen. This slide shows you the perfect way, and the absolute worst way, to handle it. The key takeaway is to always respond and always be professional. When you take ownership and you offer to make things right, it shows everybody else reading that you actually care. Believe it or not, a good response to a bad review can build more trust than a perfect 5-star record. Okay, so your profile is looking great. You've got reviews coming in. Now we're ready for the final 2 steps. This is where we take things to the next level by beefing up your website and building your authority across the entire local internet. So step 3 is all about making sure your website and your Google profile are singing from the same hymn sheet. Your website is your home base, right? It needs to back up everything your Google profile says. So if you're a plumber in Melbourne, your website needs a page that talks all about being a licensed plumber in Melbourne. When Google sees that perfect match, it's a huge signal that you're the real deal. And that leads us right into our final step. Step 4, building what are called citations. Now, that sounds technical, but it's really not. A citation is just any mention of your business name, address, and phone number on another website like Yelp or a local business directory. Just think of every single one as a little vote of confidence in your business. Now, when you're building those citations, there is one golden rule you have to follow. NAP consistency. Name, address, phone number. It has to be identical everywhere. I mean, exactly the same. Even something as small as writing ST on one site and street on another can confuse Google. Let's just say it one more time so it really sinks in. Name, address, phone. Every single listing, every single directory, every single time. This consistency is just a massive trust signal to Google that proves you are who you say you are and you are where you say you are. All right, we've made it through the 4-step plan. So now let's just tackle some of the most common questions we hear from plumbers in a little rapid fire round.
This is always the first question, isn't it? You're ready to put in the work, but you want to know when you're actually going to see a difference. When will the phone start ringing more?
And here you go. It's not going to happen overnight, but it's not a year-long waiting game either. If you really focus on your profile and start asking for those reviews, you can see a real measurable change in your ranking and your call volume in just 1 to 2 months. Okay, here's another great one. Is it really worth the hassle of taking pictures of your van, your team, and your work? Does it actually matter? The answer is a huge, emphatic yes. Real photos, not those generic stock photos, show customers that you're a real, local business. And Google's own data proves it. Profiles with photos get way more clicks, more requests for directions, and, the big one, more phone calls. So let's wrap this all up. If you forget everything else, just remember these 4 things. 1, get your Google business profile 100% complete. That's your foundation. 2, get those customer reviews and reply to every single one. That's your trust. 3, use local keywords. That's how you prove you're relevant. And 4, keep your business info consistent everywhere. That's how you prove you're legit. Because that's what this is all about, isn't it? Right now, at this very moment, somebody in your town has a plumbing emergency. They're grabbing their phone and they're searching. The only question left is, are they going to find you?